little to the west from where he was much of the day. I know he was on the beach. He was getting a little nervous. But, Jim, I understand you found a pretty nice place.
Jeff, we are so fortunate here to be with the Armed Forces Retirement House people. I mean, U.S. vets just crawling inside. Happy to see the Weather Channel folks there, and no question, we feel pretty safe. We talked to the gentleman who is the director here, and he says, you know, Jim, some of these windows have been withstanding 180-mile-per-hour winds, and that's a good thing given the size of this hurricane and certainly the height of this building, too, because remember, guys, every story, 2 stories, you're talking about going up about 10 knots in wind without, of course, getting away from the friction of the land. There's a lot of trees around here, so we're going to be careful, obviously, of where we stand, and there will be a point where we will go inside and kind of hunker down with this thing and let it blow on through. But I'll tell you, it's still a very dangerous hurricane. Obviously, you know, you want to prepare for things. Jeff, you were talking about New Orleans and trying to get as many people out of harm's way, but the fact is that there will still be thousands of people that will not have evacuated New Orleans, and that is going to be a very, very sad predicament there. All right. Today I've been harping on everybody to get out of harm's way by nightfall tonight. I want to show you some very reassuring pictures coming off of I-10 tonight. Earlier I was talking about how the gridlock here, it was just completely locked up on I-10. Now there's not much at all going out there. So this is a very good thing. People have obviously gotten out of harm's way here, and that is exactly what we wanted them to do. Everyone south of the I-10 corridor should be evacuated. If you're doing things last minute tonight, I really want you to be done with this by midnight tonight. There are some vicious squalls rotating around the outer bands here, and they've even prompted some tornado warnings back in toward Alabama. So great news. Curfew for the city of Biloxi as of 9 p.m. tonight, and certainly we want everybody off the street by that time in Biloxi. And where you don't have a curfew in southern Mississippi, I would say midnight. After that, conditions are going to go downhill. We're talking about the potential for loss of power and certainly tree limbs and whatnot starting to come down with those hurricane force gusts. Occasionally a few flashes of lightning. That's what we don't want to see out here, and hopefully we won't see too much of that as we go on through the night tonight. We will keep you posted in this area as things are surely going to go downhill with this very dangerous Category 5 hurricane. Mike and Sharon, back to you.
Jim, real quick, what advice would you give folks who did not evacuate?
I need them to get down on their knees tonight, and they need to say, Lord, you know what? You need to save me and my family, because quite frankly, I didn't do a good thing by staying in harm's way, especially if they are in a house that certainly cannot withstand 170-mile-per-hour winds and waves that'll come in the tune of 25 feet.
All right,
That's what I do.
We'll talk with you later.